Hello there. Welcome to the Swindon Light. It's me, Dr. Benji. Welcome back. I'm pleased to see you. I'm very pleased to see you. So after our 6th place finish last episode, spoiler alert if you didn't see it, sorry. I wanted to talk about the past of Swindon, because I think a lot of people will join the save a little bit late. They might not have seen the beginning, the very start, how we got there. We started from the bottom, now we're here, as that famous rapper that I don't know the name of said once. So I thought I'd just show you a few things of how we're at this point. The next episode, I hasten to add, will be a transfer special. I'll say right now, if we hit 150 likes on this video, I'll put it up on Sunday. I never upload on Sundays, but I'll do it for you because I love you. So let's look at the best 11 this season first of all. So it's Fotheringham, Taggart, Manamana, Maloka and Contreras, Kopic and Fakir just behind Goetze, and then it was Wilson and Mollo. Strangely, Mollo's in there. Not played him that much in the second half of the season. It's interesting that they chose to put our best 11 in this formation, considering there wasn't a formation that we kind of finished the season with. But it was obviously our most consistent one, and obviously on gender up top. Now, Fran's Player of the Year is... I'm a little bit surprised, actually, not because of who it is, just because of how close it is. As you can see there, Angenda got 36... I don't know if that's percent of the vote or votes. Mary Goetze got 33. Manamana got 9. They got 9, got 22, and Other got 9. So I found that really, really interesting. One that Manamana was so high up. But Angenda beating Goetze? I'm a bit surprised. 20 goals, 7 assists. He's had a fantastic season, so I can't take it away from him. I was just a bit surprised. That's all. So I'll talk about the best 11s then. We'll go to the overall best 11. As you can see, that's this year's. So it's crazy to think that Wayne Rooney's just there. The disappointment for this year, and I'm going to talk about it, was Casca. Signed him, thought he was going to be a big deal. He's only 21, so he's got plenty of time to come into the team and really make an impact. Obviously, if we can't get Rooney back next year, which I'm going to work towards, he's released on a free, so we'll see what we can do there. Then we'll keep Casca around, I think. Well, obviously we will. We'll try to get the best out of him. Statistically, he looks, well, attributally, he looks like he could be really good. I just want to try and get some Wayne Rooney-like qualities out of him. Sadly, he's lacking in some of the sort of the vision and whatnot in the past, and he's just not quite the same kind of player. But we'll see what we can do anyway. I think my star man this year is someone that's not even, like, if you look at the ratings, you can't sort it out, it's annoying. You look at players like Harry Wilson, again, had a brilliant season, Angenda, Goetze, Contreras. Not mentioned, but I think this boy is going to be special. He's 18. Look at his stats. He's 18. Oh, if we can get someone at left back to really sort of push him as well, we'll have, oh my word, I just think he's brilliant. I think defensively is where I'm going to aim to improve. We finished, I don't know what our goal difference was actually. What did we finish our goal difference with this last season? Because I don't think it was overly positive. 3. You see, we conceded 71 goals, and if you look at that, that is like the 6th worst. That's not good, is it? That's not good at all. But when you look at the goals scored, like, we're right up there, and we're 6th again, which is quite funny. But it's like you just need to get over the line. And if we stop the amount of goals that are going in, just think of the potential within this team. It's definitely going to be there for us. So, looking at the team overall, I think we've had a good year. I'm going to look at a few of the records that have been held by the team this year, because I just want to see our progression. So we'll start with top goal scorer, and obviously Obika in the first year, then it was Craig Davis, Enriquez, Lucas Boy, who we sold, who didn't have a very good year this year at Chelsea. I just had a look at it, 7 goals and 17. £30 million. You'd expect a little bit more bang for your buck, wouldn't you? Featured in Europe quite heavily, but didn't really make an impact there either. And of course, Angenda was pretty recent too. Most assists going through it, Craig Tanner. Oh, he was so good. I'm going to look at the overall 11 at the end, and there's no doubt he'll be in it. 26 and 17, obviously in League One and the Championship, but even so, that's ridiculous. I don't think 26 will ever be beaten at this club. If it does, it's going to have to be an absolute star. Maybe we'll have to get Tanner back to try and break it. Mollo and Wilson are in there as well. So it's steady assists, but nothing amazing. Highest average ratings. We've got Craig Tanner back-to-backs again, and then it was Angelo Enriquez in that championship season. Zuccolini last year, if you remember, he was a bit of a surprise package for us. Didn't really feature this much this year, which is strange considering how good he was last year. And Harry Wilson finishes off this year with the highest average rating that we've had. Didn't play as many games, so that might be a contributing factor. But still, very, very pleased with him. Let's have a look at our youngest goal scorers then. So Taylor Cleaver must have come off the bench or something. 18 years of age. He's our youngest goal scorer of all time. Obviously, Craig Tanner was setting records early on, which seems strange to me. I guess they don't actually take into account pre-game, do they? And our oldest goal scorer, surely Wayne Rooney. Yeah, Rooney recently, talking to Rodson there, has been our highest goal scorer. So, or oldest goal scorer, sorry. And the Funds Player of the Year going through Tanner, Mason, Zuccolini, Ongenda. So Ongenda is the first player to not have the highest average rating to... Oh, so no, I guess Mason was, because Enriquez, interesting. Oh, Angelo Enriquez, yeah. And Ongenda. Well, okay, well, there we are. 2 people predicted that we would finish 6th. It was Lewandowski from my Twitch chat and BMCC with some numbers at the end. I think both of the members are of my stream, so well done, boys. 6th place, you got it right. Although I think Brad did suggest that Lucas Boy would be our top goal scorer, and then I sold him pretty much the same day I read that comment, which is quite funny. So looking overall at the league positions, our highest league position for Swindon is 6th in the Premier League. We've just achieved that with them, which is really, really pleasing to see. Like how cool is that? We've got Swindon to the pinnacle that they've ever been at. Which is really exciting. Hopefully very soon in the near future we'll break the highest attendances. Our new stadium capacity doesn't actually take over 32,000, but still pretty impressive. The highest transfer fee ever paid was only 6 million. Will we break it this summer? Find out on Sunday. And the highest received was 29 million for Lucas Boy, which is absolutely ridiculous. We've only spent 35 million getting us to the Premier League and beyond. And obviously now we're in Europe, things are going to have to change. Our big signing was obviously Mario Götze. So looking at finance, we've got 33 million in the bank, predicted to make a lot more, obviously, season tickets this year coming in. Our sponsorship deals still aren't exactly Premier League level, but I'm not going to sit here and complain. If you look at the finances from when we started, we had like 2 million in the bank, and now we're sitting at, 32, so can't really complain, can you? Can't really complain. Just I'm going to run you through a few things. So the contracts of the team, if you don't remember at the start of the season, obviously Mario Götze is on a lot more than anybody else. Aaron Cresswell came in and he came second on the list immediately, just because he's a Premier League player. We are severely underpaying a lot of players. If you think about the contribution of Ongenda on £13,000 a week, Manamana on 14.5. If you've been following on Twitter, a few of these guys have wanted to leave. I'll obviously reveal a bit more in the transfer special. But they're still here for now, so I'll take that as far as I'm concerned. So let's look at the overall best 11 then. That's what you want to see. Who's in there? Who's been performing to the best of their ability? Well, it's surprising. Not a lot of the Premier League players in here, if any at all. I'm just looking through. I don't think there's a single player who I'd bought solely for Premier League purposes. No, I don't think there is. A lot of these guys, in fact, Ben, you're on the wrong bloody table overall. But the point still stands. Aside from Harry Wilson, who was obviously the main player brought in for the Premier League, the starting 11 doesn't include any players we've brought for the Premier League, which is interesting. Obviously, you can see there Manamana is on the bench, but I'm pretty sure we had him in the Championship, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so we've got Fotheringham goal, Nathan Thompson right back, Jack Stevens, who was an absolute warhorse for us, Maloka and Matic complete the back line. Jake Reeves, really underrated player throughout our team. Luongo, a name you'll recognise, I'm sure, because of his recent form internationally. Harry Wilson and Craig Tanner. Kenneth McAvoy, I don't know where he is now actually, I just want to have a little gander at where he is. He's still at Tottenham, worth £10 million, so he's developed really nicely, and I think I'm going to say that's down to me. I'm surprised Tottenham are playing him so much. That's very strange actually. And obviously Jonathan Obika now playing as trader MK Dons, but he had a very good time with us, and we can't let it go unnoticed. And on the bench, obviously a few more familiar names. And that kind of brings us to the end of that sort of season review. Overall, I think we had a good transfer window in the summer this year. I don't think it could have gone any better. We signed some absolute gems. You look at some of the players in there. The fact we've had Mario Götze and Wayne Rooney at Swindon is ridiculous. Maybe we'll do something equally as stupid in this coming transfer window. The ins and outs will obviously be revealed on Sunday's episode. Oh, yes. Good. And of course, obviously, we had 2 people predict where we would finish before any transfers were made last season, the European football. So again, in the comments section, where will we finish? I'm going to go for like a 5th, 6th, 4th kind of vibe. Oh, I don't know. We'll wait and see. But we'll see if we can pull it off. So from me, Dr. Benji, thank you for following the series and the season. But we're not done yet. This has been a great series, and I can't wait to continue it. So from me, Dr. Benji, thank you very much for watching. Your support is always appreciated, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.